All right, let's dive right in. Today we're doing a super fast prep session on one of the most critical parts of your CDL exam, managing the space around your rig. These are the rules and scenarios you absolutely positively have to know. Let's get rolling.
Okay, right out of the gate, here's a classic exam question. It's designed to test if you really understand vehicle physics. Now think about it for a sec. Your gut might say 2 times, right? But this is exactly the kind of question that can trip you up.
The answer is 4 times. Yeah, 4. See, stopping distance isn't a simple one-to-one thing. The energy your brakes have to fight against actually increases with the square of your speed. So when you double your speed, you literally quadruple the amount of work your brakes have to do. You have to remember that.
Now, let's build the single most important rule for managing your space, the one you're going to use every single day. We'll put it together piece by piece, just like you should build it in your head when you're on the road or taking the test. Okay, it all starts with this number, 10 feet. The whole formula is based on the length of your vehicle, but we break it down into these 10-foot chunks. So every single one of those 10-foot sections of your truck, well, it comes with a specific time requirement. This is how we turn physical distance, which is hard to judge, into time, which is something you can actually count.
And there it is, 1 second. For every 10 feet of truck, you need 1 second of following distance. That's the core of it all. Just connect length to time in your head. 10 feet equals 1 second.
And here's the final and really critical piece of the puzzle. This 1 second per 10 feet rule, it only applies when you're driving under 40 miles per hour. That speed is the key detail they'll try to get you on. All right, let's put it to work. This is the example you'll see all the time. You've got a 40-foot truck, you're going under 40 miles per hour. So, how many seconds do you need? 4 seconds. It's that easy. 40 feet divided by 10 gives you 4. So you need a 4-second gap. You just watch the truck in front of you pass a sign or a post, and you count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Okay, let's try a bigger one. Say you're pulling a 60-foot combination. You're still under 40 miles per hour. What's the count now? You got it. 6 seconds. The logic is exactly the same. 60 feet means you need 6 seconds of safe space. Mastering this simple math is absolutely non-negotiable. But what happens when you get on the highway and go faster than 40? Well, the rule changes, and you can bet the exam will ask about this. For any speed over 40, you figure out your base time, and then you just add 1 more full second for safety. This little chart right here puts it all together for you. For that 40-foot truck, it's 4 seconds under 40, but it becomes 5 seconds over 40. And for the 60-foot rig, it goes from 6 seconds to 7 seconds. This is the perfect mental cheat sheet for your test.
Okay, so knowing the formula is one thing, but using it out in the wild with real traffic, that's another. Let's talk about managing the space in front of you and, just as important, the space behind you.
We've all been there. It's stressful, you look in your mirror, and there's a car practically glued to your bumper. Your first instinct might be to get annoyed, but a pro has a calm, specific way to handle this. So what's the right move?
Look, you can't control the driver behind you, but you can always control the space in front of you. The pro move is to actually increase your own following distance. Slow down nice and gradual. This does 2 things. It gives the tailgater plenty of room and encouragement to pass you, and it gives you a bigger safety cushion so you don't have to slam on your brakes.
We've covered front and back. Now let's talk about that crucial space to your left and right. This all comes down to lane discipline. I know it sounds basic, but this is so important. Your job is to stay perfectly centered. That maximizes your buffer zone on both sides. It protects you from cars that drift and gives you that extra split second to react to hazards. Don't hug the lines, own the center of your lane.
Okay, let's talk about turns. This is where so many drivers, new and old, make big mistakes. The way a big truck turns is totally different from a car, and you have to know the proper technique, period.
Let's break down the classic right turn, the button hook. The wrong way, and you see this all the time, is swinging left into the other lane before making the right turn. That's a huge mistake. It basically invites a car to sneak up into your blind spot. The correct way is to keep your tractor in your lane as you approach, then turn wide as you go through the intersection. That lets your trailer track safely behind you. And here are 2 more rock-solid rules for the exam. If you've got 2 right turn lanes, you always take the one on the far right. For left turns, you have to enter the lane that's closest to the one you just came from. No swinging wide into the other lanes.
All right, to wrap things up, let's hit a few other major hazards. These are situations that don't have a simple formula. They just require your constant, professional attention. Two big ones to remember for the test. First, overhead clearance. Bridges, signs, tree branches, they don't give. If you have any doubt at all, slow down and make sure you'll clear it. Second, passing uphill. Your truck is losing steam. Trying to pass another slow vehicle is just asking to get trapped in the oncoming lane. Just don't risk it.
And that's really the final thought here. Passing the test is about memorizing all these rules. But being a real professional, that's about understanding why these rules exist. It's about developing a mindset of constant awareness and patience and putting safety above everything else. That's what keeps you and everyone else on the road safe.